a city cannot afford all of the services they would like to afford. And giving back increases the city's ability. A lot of agencies, a lot of cities have to use volunteers, and we're fortunate that we have so many of them here.
I think it's important to give back to the community, both through well-founded programs like Family Tree, Brothers Redevelopment, organizations that have been around for a long time, but also to just check in with your neighbor and see how they're doing. We have a lot of elderly folks in the neighborhood, and just knocking on their door and asking them how they're doing, and it gives you a chance to give back to a community that has given you so much more.
I've always been a very strong advocate of giving back to your community personally, and I want to be able to provide opportunities for our employees to be able to do that. We don't have to provide many opportunities. Our employees are very generous and have always stepped up to give back when they need to.
One of my big concerns in leading a police organization is to ensure that we're engaged with the various stakeholders in our community, and to do that we have to be involved. It helps, I think, put my key staff members, my employees, in touch with ordinary everyday citizens who also want to engage the community and make it a better place to live and work and play.
It has some down in it. A little bit. It might be warmer. What do you think? We're at the Unleaded group at Broadway and Curtis for the Jackets the Jingle, which is a grassroots effort to help clothe the homeless during the winter season. Well, looks good to you, sir. Angie Woolcott, the one who came up with this whole idea, starting right before Christmas, she starts gathering coats throughout the metro area. And then as soon as the Christmas season is over, gathers here at the Unleaded group and gives away the coats. The reason it's called Jackets the Jingle is that she also gathers loose change. She spreads the change out between all the coats. So each jacket has, I think this year had $3.25 of quarters in it. I think it looks right. What about you? Looks like you can layer with it. And so we did a little campaign at the city where we put it out to the employees and the citizens. We ended up getting 6 large bags full of coats, and we were averaging about 10 coats per bag. So the city donated about 60 coats to the project.
And it really speaks to the compassion and the realization that there are a lot of people in our community and surrounding communities that don't have the resources to get winter wear, so that they can stay warm and do the jobs they need to do in the cold, or for their kids even to have warm clothes to go to school.
They're really appreciative. They wanted to come by and thank each and every one that was out here helping. It was obvious that there's a real need for the warm coats this year. It was just great to see people under these positive circumstances. There you go. You have a good day, Steve.
It's just amazing around the holidays. Employees really are very generous, and we usually pick a nonprofit organization in the community to do a giving tree to every year, and usually it helps out families and youth in our community who may not have a very nice Christmas without some help. The last few years we've provided Christmas gifts and other items to either Family Tree or the Optimist Club, and it's just amazing to see the number of presents that pile up in front of my office. It's amazing to see. Giving back shows that we are here working together, that we're here to support each other. Not everybody is maybe as lucky or as fortunate as everybody, and we all may be in a situation where we need help. So I think giving back just shows that we are a community and that we're here to help each other. Whether it's giving back during the holidays, mentoring kids at our local schools, or supporting programs like the Feed the Future program, our City Council and staff make an effort to be engaged in the community and help others. This type of outreach helps connect the organization to the community and helps strengthen our city.
Members of the Wheat Ridge Police Department are involved in a number of programs and organizations that provide a tangible benefit to the community. We have members who belong to the Wheat Ridge Rotary and the Wheat Ridge Optimist Clubs. We have members who are engaged with the Feed the Future backpack program here in Wheat Ridge, as well as groups such as the Alzheimer's Foundation, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers, and a number of other organizations that all provide a tangible benefit to the community by having law enforcement professionals involved with them. And then the other program that we did was our Helping Angels program for homeless students in our schools. And again, this was a school resource officer who identified an issue with homeless students that go to Wheat Ridge schools and their need for certain kinds of personal items that they didn't have access to. We started that program actually 3 years ago with just 20 students, and the program became so popular amongst city employees and others who were aware of the program in the community that we were giving bags and gifts to a variety of different homeless groups throughout Wheat Ridge as a way to try to help people during the winter and the Christmas season.
After Hurricane Katrina, we had a group of employees put together a yard sale here out in front of City Hall. They recruited employees to bring in stuff from home that they wanted to sell, and all the proceeds went to families who were impacted by Hurricane Katrina. So when I speak about our employees being so generous and helpful, it's not just for local residents here in Wheat Ridge or Colorado, but across the country.
So as many of you may remember, back in July of 2009, we had a major storm come through the city of Wheat Ridge. It devastated a lot of the vegetation and trees down in the Wheat Ridge Greenbelt and in our neighborhoods.
And it knocked plant material over, large trees, and they were all mature trees, so we don't have any recruitment of younger trees because the stream is incised and it doesn't flood, which is how cottonwoods usually sprout. So we're planting cottonwoods and then other native shrubs to help fill that niche.
So the city of Wheat Ridge, along with other professionals, are working in the Greenbelt to heal and promote the Greenbelt once more again. We're planting trees, planting shrubs, putting in areas to avoid soil erosion. And the idea is to keep this a jewel in the city of Wheat Ridge. We want to make sure that we protect our environment and to really protect this natural wonderland that we have in the city of Wheat Ridge called the Wheat Ridge Greenbelt.
You're going to be a really vital part of this Revive the Greenbelt. There's a big planting going on tomorrow. You're going to start us off today. You're going to help us with some prep. You also plant a few trees.
So in preparation for Arbor Day, my Wheat Ridge Career Exploration class from Wheat Ridge High School is down in the Greenbelt. We're at Prospect Park, and we're digging holes, moving mulch, getting ready for plantings for Arbor Day. The class is about 17 students, freshmen, sophomores, juniors. We're down here today to prepare the area for all of the adults that will be down here on Arbor Day to plant the trees.
So we're starting on the east end of this planting project, and we're planting basically between here and Prospect Bridge. And then we'll have you plant some shrubs and show us that you guys are paying attention and know how to plant the shrubs.
It's really a great learning experience because those students are also working with a lot of the Parks Rec people, learning about their career.
We're going to need some more mulch.
This is the first time a lot of them ever been down in the Greenbelt, working with adults, working with our Parks Department. Make sure each hole has a pile of mulch and a pile of dirt.
With a city the size of Wheat Ridge, there's a real culture of volunteerism and charity. It's a culture that strives to be out there to help more than just our regular everyday jobs.
You may have a skill or an ability that the community doesn't have. When you give that skill away or the ability to handle that, you've really helped your city. Sometimes it's a professional ability, and it is so valuable to our city.
The importance of giving back to your community where you live, where you work, and where you play, it helps you understand that we're all in this together, that we are in a shared experience here, that we have to help each other out to move forward. And the more that we can look out for each other, the better we are as a community.
Stepping up and being there for your community, for your peers, it never fails. The employees step up and they take action, and it's just amazing to see.
Our vision statement as a department is exceptional people providing exceptional service. And when you look at that in terms of what a vision statement might mean and what it implies for this organization, exceptional means that we go above and beyond what others do in regards to the work that we do and the services that we try to provide.
It's saying, I supported that cause. When you hear about it later, you get this warm, wonderful feeling inside. You say, I did that. I was a part of that. And those that you gave to, they feel it too. They feel that wonderful warmth back that they received because somebody cared enough to give.